Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 11 a.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news about the House passing the health care bill last night. Of course, goes to the Senate, but Don Davis was one of the few Democratic representatives who voted for the passage of the Protect Children's Innocent Act. Now, the act was sponsored by Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia. It would make it a Class C felony to treat minors with gender-affirming care like surgeries and puberty blockers. If enacted, the bill could imprison doctors who provide such care for up to 10 years. It's unclear whether the GOP-led Senate will take up the measure, though it is unlikely it would get enough Democratic support to pass out of that chamber. Now, the House vote was 216 to 211. 3 Democrats supported the measure, including North Carolina's 1st Congressional District Representative Don Davis, while 4 Republicans were opposed. Now, Representative Greene said last week she secured floor consideration of her bill as part of a deal with leaders who wanted her to drop her opposition to advancing a critical defense policy bill. Civil rights groups, including the American Civil Liberties Union, described Greene's bill as, quote, the most extreme anti-trans legislation ever considered by Congress, end quote. Now, ahead of the vote, Democratic Representative Sarah McBride criticized congressional Republicans as being, quote, obsessed with trans people, end quote. She went on to say, quote, I actually think they think more about trans people than trans people think about trans people, end quote. Now, McBride is the first out transgender member of Congress. Now, a second bill sponsored by GOP Rep. Dan Crenshaw of Texas prohibits federal Medicaid funding for, quote, gender transition procedures for minors, end quote. Now, the House is expected to vote on the bill on Thursday.